Here are 3 lessons I personally learned from researching the Bronze era of bodybuilding. I'm not going to be looking at any specific exercises or methods, just a general view of the mindset and environment of old school physical culture. I would love to turn this into a discussion, so whether you agree or disagree with me, please join us in the comments. Number 1, building muscle is extremely simple. Any modern lifter that uses social media has to deal with an absolutely incomprehensible amount of information being thrown at them. This really is a double-edged sword in the sense that it's a lot easier to learn new things, but it's equally all too easy to get lost in the weeds. There's thousands of hours of fitness content being produced every day, and in fact a decent chunk of that is made with the sole purpose of trying to sell you stuff. So often you see people just getting started lifting, yet they are already spending loads of money on all sorts of pills, powders, fancy equipment, accessories, and workout programs from their favorite influencers. But really there's no reinventing the wheel here, guys. The vast majority of your gains come from 2 simple things: training hard and eating enough food to grow. Bronze era lifters were lucky to have access to a good set of barbells and dumbbells, and really that's about it. In terms of information, the most basic concepts like progressive resistance and how to perform the fundamental exercises was all they needed. We have so many luxuries nowadays, and you know what? It's awesome. I mean, I love working out in a nice air-conditioned environment, using fancy machines, having an app that tracks my calories. All that is great. But at the end of the day, none of it is truly necessary. And my results come from the same place as the old school greats. It's the effort and the consistency that one puts into their training that makes the difference. And that, my friends, is free. It's a mindset. It doesn't come from signing up to the fanciest gym in town or buying that expensive bottle of pills your favorite influencer is shilling. Bronze era bodybuilders are the perfect example to show that getting results is a lot simpler than many people make it out to be. Number 2, worrying about genetics, testosterone levels, or the natty limit is simply pointless. These are all modern buzzwords which so many people stress and whine about for no apparent reason. Obviously, old school bodybuilders didn't get hung up on this stuff. They just gave it their all and landed wherever they landed. Actually, a lot of early bodybuilders started training precisely because they were so weak, sick, or even injured from war. I don't get how genetics has become a reason to stay away from bodybuilding. If someone really does have bad genetics, that's all the more reason why they should get into bodybuilding. Eugene Sandow was a sickly, unathletic child that turned his body into a Greek god and became an international fitness superstar. Alan Mead started bodybuilding because he was so weak after losing his leg in World War I, and he became one of the greatest muscle control masters. Max Seek, ironically, as well, was a very sickly child with lung problems and weak bones. He went on to set weightlifting records and developed one of the most famous physical culture and muscle control systems of the time. There are many more examples, but just imagine if these guys would have somehow gotten black-pilled into not even trying, or giving up at the first bump in the road. Testosterone and the natty limit were concepts that didn't even exist back then. If you're one of the few that has an illness which affects your hormones, then go sort it out with a doctor. But I've found that most of the time these terms are either used as a cope by the lazy and impatient, or people trying to sell you products and services which you likely don't need, or by steroid abusers trying to justify and rationalize their drug use. Bronze era lifters built amazing physiques without any of these modern concepts even crossing their minds. And finally, number 3, there's more to bodybuilding than just putting on muscle. We're all obsessed with hypertrophy. I get it, I am too. But for some it goes way too far, and often at the expense of their health and mobility. Bodybuilding should really be making us more capable and versatile humans. It shouldn't make our lives harder. Old school bodybuilders usually practiced a variety of other sports as well, such as Olympic weightlifting, wrestling, boxing, gymnastics, calisthenics, hand balancing, or yoga. Even just within the realm of bodybuilding or physical culture, the odd lifts they performed made them freakishly strong, but also flexible. There was a beauty to the art of posing and muscle control. It was about making the body, not just the muscles, but the tendons, ligaments, bones, and organs healthy, versatile, resilient, and powerful. With all the advancements we've made, actually in a sense, I feel like bodybuilding has lost its sophistication. We're all hung up on the muscle building, and we've built this giant industry around it, but really that's the simple part. And there's so much more that can go into bodybuilding. Like, just think about the word bodybuilding or physical culture, making one's body into everything it can possibly be. Surely we can't just stop at hypertrophy. Broadening our horizons a bit opens endless possibilities to keep improving one's body. And it's certainly another reason to disregard any type of quote-unquote natty limit. Anyway, that's all for today. If you found this video interesting, please drop me a like and let me know your thoughts in the comments.